In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium, it's the Georgia State Panthers and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the move from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So James Madison's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And onto the field comes George Pettaway. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this pro.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dukes!
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Cameron Brown, they're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Butler. Could be an alley. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Panthers in the hurry-up.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move.
Going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass.
Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a throw on 1st down, first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to some...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And now they'll have to dial something up on 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. Didn't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
There's some room. Running through contact. Into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks... Well, they got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room, it's Butler. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Finds his man. It's Riles. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Butler. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Brown will throw it. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Keller. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. Still looking for a man. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Pocket breaking down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
And the Dukes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Makes the catch. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. He's looking downfield to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
They'll run it on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Brown wants to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the James Madison sideline, guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Panthers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The play-action fake. Finds his man. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Brown will throw it. Snagged out of the air. Maybe a crease. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the James Madison sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rush is on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Dukes will hustle to the line. A run for the quarterback. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Dukes come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Butler. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
The Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Georgia State's head coach told me at the half, this has been an absolute star-studded showcase from his young wide receiver. They knew he had talent, but he had been yet to prove it on a stage like this. He has absolutely been breathtaking. This could be a huge coming-out party for this young, talented wide receiver. The defense hasn't had an answer. We'll see how they adjust here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Brown wants to pass. Got a man. It's Riles.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Might as well stick with him. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Here's the pressure. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make the play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Evans. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll try to do it himself. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Snags it, and he's open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if...
Touchdown, James Madison! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Behind the chains now on second and long. Makes the catch. It's Riles. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Evans. Finds the tight end. At the 45, on his way. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
The Duke trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tries to get it himself. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, one of the evolving storylines down here is the play of their wide receiver, who is having a breakout game. They weren't sure that he would be the star today. He's kind of down in the rotation, but he is showing that he is a go-to guy right now, and the quarterback is leaning on him. He's been productive and electric so far in this game. I expect they will continue to get him some downfield targets. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Brown will throw it. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Got it behind the line. It's Wiles. At midfield, he's got room. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Ripping through the defense. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Evans. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Great place to start for this offense. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Avery. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Evans. Firing deep. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The snap sets up the throw. Looking down the middle. On target to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but
he wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's not afraid to go deep. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Dukes moving quickly to the line.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the 1st and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Caught over the middle. It's Harrison. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Got his man out of the backfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Running inside, it's Poe. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So now it's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Murray. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Oh, just keeps moving.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Poe. And a short run there, and that'll end it. This one was a lot like a tennis match. Back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on.